Hi, my name is Nancy, and I'm really happy to have a chance to share with you a little bit today about what it means to me to have Jesus in my life. I first met Jesus when I was in high school, and I was a really, really lost little girl. There were some wounds that happened in my life. I was sexually assaulted and just had some relationships in my life that weren't healthy, and I just ended up really hurt and really confused and really lost, and ended up with lots of self-destructive behaviors. I had an eating disorder, and I was doing drugs and partying and all of the stuff that goes along with that. And I was right in the middle of that a friend of mine invited me to go to a retreat. And I went, honestly, as much as anything, because it was a free weekend away, and I wasn't all that interested in what they were going to be talking about at the retreat, I didn't think. But I went to the meetings, and man, when I heard the gospel for the first time, that Jesus, the Son of God, had come, that he came for us, he came for me, so that we could be restored to the Father. They shared with us that sin separated us from God, and I didn't really have any problem believing that I had a sin problem because I felt dirty. I just didn't know there was a cure for it. And so when I heard that good news about Jesus, I just ran to the front. I couldn't get there fast enough, going, I want that, I want that. And I know that that was real. I know that it was good and true because I felt different inside. I felt clean. But I went home, and there wasn't anybody else in my life at that point who believed those things, who knew anything about them. And so I was just kind of flapping out there on my own, trying to live a Christian life, trying to figure out the Bible and how to read that and what it meant, and trying to do that by myself. And that was really hard. And before too long, I think a few months had gone by, and all my old friends were going, what are you doing? Come on back to, hang out with us. And before too long I did, and I had fallen back into all my old ways, and just this darkness came over me. I remember sensing this voice speaking over me saying, see, you're so bad, even God can't hold on to you. And I believed it. I believed it was true. And I lived that way for a few years, and it was just a really dark, ugly time. But I hit bottom, and honestly, I praise God that I hit bottom. Because when I hit bottom and really just came to the end of myself, I was in college, and I was in a bad relationship, and I had no vision for the future, and just felt self-loathing. At that point, I just knew that I needed something, and I remembered that love I had felt at that retreat in high school, and I just cried out to that love. I cried out to God and said, God, if you're real, and if you love me, then I need you to come for me. And he did. He did. I sensed his love in that moment, and he immediately began this process of shepherding me. The bad relationship ended, and I suddenly knew what I needed to major in college through an encounter with him that I just knew that I knew. And so I went and declared a major, and it changed the course of my college years. And those behaviors that would have killed me just gradually fell away. I lost my appetite for them. And I really believe with all my heart that God literally saved my life. And one of the most important things that happened to me at that time was that he began to bring me into relationships with other people who were following Jesus. And I found out the power of having other people to walk this life with. And it was life-changing. And I've really never looked back since then. And my life with Jesus has not been neat since then. It's not always been easy. It's been kind of messy at points, but he's never left me. And I've known that. So I just want to say to you today that no matter where you are, Jesus knows where you are. And he's not daunted, and he's not distant. And it's never too late, and you're never too far to just come home to Jesus.